The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened at AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And you know I'm your boy, AT2. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you living? How everybody feeling today? Let me go ahead and read through the comments. What's up, Leanne? Thank you for coming. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to Sebastian. Thank you for coming. Shout out to Wendy Lucas, a.k.a. my stalker mod. We laugh about that. Don't worry, you guys. What's up, Casey? Casey, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for coming. Who else we got up in here? All right. Go ahead and come out the bushes, y'all. Don't be afraid. So I wanted to talk about this Jen Shah thing. I know everybody has already kind of talked about it, but I wanted to give my thoughts on it. But before, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do all that stuff. It helps with the algorithm. What's up, Wendy C? Thank you for coming. What's up, Nina Love? Thank you. Actually, no, I don't want to do the Jen Shah. I want to talk about Orlando Brown for a minute. Y'all remember Orlando Brown from That's So Raven, right? And then, he played, in what show was it that he used to say he wanted chili cheese fries? Y'all remember when he was like a little kid? He used to always say that. I forgot what show that was. I want to say Hanging with Mr. Cooper, but I'm not sure. But anyway, he had an interview the other day where he said that Bow Wow had good kitty cat. Now, he didn't use the word kitty cat, but he used the word, how do I say it? Poussoir. Bow Wow had good poussoir. And, at first I just seen this kind of like as a joke, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, because, Orlando Brown, he kind of out there weird, drugs and whatever his choice of substances is, he kind of out there, right? But then, do y'all remember, and I wish I was able to find this clip, remember he had said Nick Cannon gave him head, but he was dressed as a woman, and he was cross-dressing. And if you remember, Kel Mitchell's ex-wife, Taisha, told the story about how she caught Nick Cannon in her cheerleading outfit doing a dance for Kel Mitchell. So possibly, I ain't saying it's true, but possibly he really did get some from Nick Cannon. I'm just saying, I don't know. But the interviewer asked him, "Hey, when's the last time you watched 106 in Park, or when was 106 in Park hot?" And he mentioned Bow Wow, and he was all like, "Oh yeah, Bow Wow." He was like, "Yeah, Bow Wow got some good poussoir." It was just weird, and I don't know if Orlando was saying this to be funny. However, he's off the wall as a person, so you never really know with him whether or not he really meant it or he was just playing around. Y'all, we'll never know, but it was weird. Let me go ahead and see if I can find the link for that video right now. What's up, Canelo? Thank you for coming. Do you think that they actually might have and again, Orlando put this out. We're not saying that anybody is gay or anything like that. Orlando was the one that put this out, not us. We're not talking, it's not like we put it out there. Orlando Brown put it out there himself. Here we go, you guys. I went ahead and found the interview. Let me see if I can share the link with you guys real quick. Because you guys got to see this. And usually, I like pulling up the clips and stuff like that, but I didn't do it this time just in case, for copyright and stuff like that. I'm trying to be more careful with my channel. Okay, let me take this off. Okay, so we back. All right. But that's the link if you guys want to watch it later. I went ahead and posted it. All right. Let me see. Orlando Brown might have. So you think it might be true? There's all kind of abuse to those childhood stars. I would not be surprised. Right. And in that interview, they also talked about Disney, and there's something about like these Disney kids, the Miley Cyruses and all those other ones. It seems like the only one that really got away and even went back was Raven Simone. Shout out to Raven, because it seems like no matter, what you want to say about her and stuff like that, she seems like she's a dope human being. Like, let's take everything else out, but she seems like just a dope human being in general, That's what I will say about Raven. Amanda Bynes, yeah. Now that's one, she was a little off her rocker. But she finally got out her conservatorship. So congratulations to Amanda Bynes. But yeah, she was one. Oh, well, actually, Amanda Bynes was Nickelodeon. She was Nickelodeon, yeah. But child stars in general, like they all shit. Can we throw Michael Jackson in there? Michael Jackson was a child star. What's up, Robin Ness? He was what was I going to say? A morning star, a child star. Michael Jackson, would he count? But that partially could be because of Joe. But moving on. Let's talk about Wendy Williams. Now, I tried not to go hard on Wendy because Wendy is obviously going through some stuff. However, we got to talk about it. As you see my video, I confirmed that Wendy in 2020 did say that Will Shelby, her manager, had a situation, not a situation, but he has a family and he has his own thing going on and stuff like that. So it did seem like either Will was in a relationship or he had some kind of marriage going on. But now we're kind of wondering, like, okay, well, what's going on with him now? Like, are they smashing? Like, we still want to know. You know what I mean? We still want to know whether or not they got something going on, or in general, we want to know Will's intentions. Oh, hold on, because I love to beg for money. If you'd like to donate to the show, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or send a super chat to super sticker. But anyway, we all know Will, we still not sure. He's pushing this podcast. Now, I'm not saying that Wendy doesn't want to be on the podcast, but it's just something about it. Like, if you've seen like the most recent posts and videos and stuff like that, Wendy doesn't seem like herself. We'll go back to the TMZ interview. She doesn't seem like herself. She wasn't quick with it. Very, very like slow on answering questions, and the eyes. She's always had the eyes because of her Graves' disease and stuff like that, but the eyes and everything like that, and it just seemed like she's reading from a teleprompter and not sure of what she's reading. That's how it comes off to me. And so a lot of people are concerned, that is she being like given something and then pushed out there, or what exactly is going on? It doesn't seem like the old Wendy. Wendy was quick with it. She was very out there, big personality and everything like that. It doesn't seem like y'all, I just pray for Wendy, because we really don't know what's going on, but we know she ain't the Wendy like she used to be. And her brother, Tommy, I know people hate Tommy, but Tommy even confirmed it. Like, she's not the same as she used to be. Right. a little sip, or something. Like she looks good, like she looks like the old Wendy. She's just not the old Wendy. You know what I mean? She's not the same Wendy. You think it's the medication? Yes, that's the word I was looking for, Nina. She seems sedated. And you know how remember when Britney Spears was going through the whole conservatorship and stuff like that? And when they would give her interviews or you would see her out in public, she didn't seem like herself, like her old self. She seemed like almost like they gave her a script or they, pumped her up with something, but she seemed like kind of like sedated. Britney didn't seem like herself. And it seems like it's the same for Wendy too as well. Okay, Chastity said yes to the pod. Okay, so you still want the podcast. Now, I don't think it's, what's up, Krista Marie? I don't think it's a question whether or not we want the podcast. I think more of the question is she ready for a podcast? Casey said Brittany's still off. Right. We aren't going to get old Wendy again. Alcohol abuse and her medication can mess someone's mind. This is why podcasting is better. I don't know, Sebastian. I don't know if podcasting is better because, yeah, you can edit a podcast and stuff like that. It's easy to do, but whoever the editor is, they're going to have a hell of a time. Y'all, it's a lot to edit a podcast. I don't think y'all realize, like, it takes a lot. And, say if you like do a podcast and you're talking for a few hours and you want to cut it down to 10 minutes. What's up, Kay? Thank you for coming. And you want to cut it down to like 10, 20, 30 minutes, but you did a 2-hour podcast. So you got to fit everything in there. And just thinking like Wendy doesn't remember or can't. I don't know. I would like to see it done. I do want to see it done. I just want to know how. How is she going to be able to do it? Is she going to have like a co-host or something with her? Is Will going to be her co-host? She still has to be focused to know how to ask questions and what is right. That's my thing. Like, is she going to know how to respond to the answers? I think, as far as questions, she can read that. But how do you respond to the questions, Right. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Kevin did an interview with Chuck No Joke. Shout out to Chuck No Joke. He always seems to be on it, and his information is always accurate. So definitely shout out to him. When you see a YouTuber on their grind doing the work, you definitely got to shout them out, no matter who they are. What's up, Autumn's mom? Thank you for coming. Right. Is she able to focus? That's an honest question. Is she able to focus? Is she going to be there like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be able to talk, have a conversation? Because a podcast is a conversation. But can she hold a conversation? Like I said, now I will give Will credit. Will is on the Wendy Experience podcast Instagram. He is posted Wendy daily. She does like less than 30-second videos. Like, he's doing the right thing, getting her name out there. One thing I don't remember, I said the whole thing about being an infomercial. Now, she was showing off his jewelry and stuff like that. I'm all like, he's showing off his jewelry now. That's probably for free 99. That's not, I said Wendy needs to get brand endorsement deals and stuff like that. That's what she needs. She don't need those little like promoting his shit because she's not getting paid for that. That's free promo for him. You know what I mean? What's up, Toria? Thank you for coming. Thank you. Right. Is he putting her health first? That's a good question. Is he putting her health first? That's what she really needs. Her health should be numero uno, her health. It's more like we're pushing her out there, trying to get her back on the show, get her podcast and everything like that. But it's her health, Is she seeing her doctors regularly? Is she taking her medication, Is she eating good, drinking good? You know, where's my water at? Damn it! You know, like what are you taking care of our girl Wendy? Right, Casey. Like I've been saying, she's a liability. I don't see her getting her own whatchamacallit, her own show. Um, sponsored by anyone. That's what I mean. I'm sorry. I definitely she can get her own show, but her own show sponsored by somebody. hmm, I don't think so at this time. I think what's best is that she focus on herself and her health. You know what I mean? If we're just being honest. But anyway, we're still rooting for you, Wendy. We still want to see you do great things. We are hoping that you're okay. Please stay away from anybody that's not healthy for you. That would be my best advice. Moving on to Jen Shah. Miss Jen Shah. Now, here's my issue with the whole Jen thing. Jen, 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 Jen. Jenny, 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 Jenny. Now, as you guys know, that she did end up pleading guilty. Like I think, like a couple of minutes before her trial was supposed to start, she ended up pleading guilty. She admitted to frauding people and offering services that weren't basically available or even there. This was all a money scheme. Um, it's and here's the thing. Let's be clear. It's hard for me to feel sorry for her. And by the way, make sure you go get your Let's Be Clear merch on the website. It's pinned up at the top in the chat. It's hard for me to feel sorry for her. And the reason why is because she was so hell bent on like, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. And you were not innocent. You even did an interview with Up and Adam. I mean, shout out to him, but I feel bad because I feel like she went to Up and Adam because he wasn't going to interrogate her. You know, she was like, "Oh, this is a safe bet. You know, this is going to be a soft interview." I believe that's why she went to Adam. Jen Shah would not dare go to a Tasha K. She would not damn go to a Tasha K. Oh, you want me to do the transcript? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Because Jen, you don't get to collect. You don't get to collect 200. You going straight to jail. Like this is crazy right here. And there's no sympathy for her. You know, there's really no sympathy for her. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can pull up the transcript. I know somebody has it here. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna read the transcript, you guys. So Judge Stein, actually, let me share my screen right here. Shout out to Queens of Bravo. I do follow this page for all housewife news. What's up, House of Princess? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Let me share my screen. Actually, I'm gonna do a commercial while I share my screen so it's not just dead air, y'all.
Girl, he was supposed to go get him a lawyer. Instead, he was at the buffet eating crab legs, sucking on crab legs. Girl, he was over there just cracking them crab legs and sucking on them and eating them. Girl, he didn't go get him a lawyer. He was at the buffet eating the crab legs. Girl, oh girl, you know I got the receipts, girl.
And you know we got the receipts. Here we go, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me take the picture off. I'm sorry. Let me turn off my camera so I don't go cockeyed. So it says, Judge Stein, Miss Shah, did you do, Miss Shah, what did you do? I didn't do anything. Remember, she cried and said, I didn't do anything. That's a lie because right here she admitted. She said, wire fraud, offering service without little to no value. We use it. We use interstate telephones and emails. I knew many of the purchasers were over the age of 55. I am sorry. But remember, she was crying, I didn't do anything. Remember that? Oh no, why won't it let me read the other ones? Hold on. Let me see. Oh man, is it not gonna let me read the other ones? Hold on, let me see if I can pull that back up, y'all. Oh, here we go. At the bottom. Come on. Oh man, is it not gonna let me do it? Damn it! How do you go to the next one? I see the little things at the bottom, but it's not letting me click the next one, y'all. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it, y'all. I got it. Okay. So Judge Stein goes, what is the reason they bought? So she says, misrepresentation regarding the value of the product or service of which it had little to none. Judge Stein, did you did you know it was wrong and illegal? Yes, Your Honor. Judge Stein, what were these biz ops? The Fletcher goes, so-called coaching services. Judge Stein, Miss Shaw, how do you now plead? Guilty. But remember, she said, I didn't do anything. Remember? She said, I didn't do anything. So then Judge Stein goes, are you pleading because you are guilty? She goes, yes. Judge Stein, in this agreement, you've agreed not to appeal if I sentence you to 168 months in prison or fewer. Now, 168 months is 14 years, y'all. She will end up in jail for 14 years. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Judge Stein, and you've agreed to forfeit 6 million. Damn, what is Jen Shah net worth? I wanted to ask that. Now I did see this, but I want to know what her net worth is. Does she have 6 million to give you guys? Do y'all think she got 6 million? Anyway, forfeit 6 million and restitution of 9 million. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Stein, I am signing the consent order of forfeiture in the sum of 6,500,000. Well, 6.5 million. I say it like that. Ms. Shaw, I find your plea is knowing. I accept your guilty plea and adjudge you guilty. Sentencing will be October 12th. And then, as you guys know, her lawyers actually have another case in October, so he made it for November 7th. That's what they end up doing. So, y'all, this is my problem with Jen. This is my problem. Because you done did this whole went on interviews, crying on the show, saying that you're innocent and stuff like that. I feel like what would have been better for her is be like, hey, I got a lawyer. I can't comment on it. That would have been best for her. I got a lawyer. I can't comment on it at this time. I got to leave it up to the lawyers. But you going on tour, going on the reunion, crying, the feds came and they had guns. They brought guns to your home. They had the feds there, your kids. And I felt bad for Jen. Her kids had to have their hands on their head. They had to have their arms up. That shit is scary. But it's all like, I can blame the feds for having guns to your kids. However, I got to blame you because you literally put your family through this, Jen. There ain't no sympathy for you. There ain't no sympathy for you. None at all. Why would you? What's up, Shay? Why would we ever have any sympathy for you? None at all. We do not give a damn what you think. You are guilty as hell. You defrauded these elderly people out of their money, offered them a service that wasn't there, had the nerve to even try to explain what your job was. I think that's what made it worse too. I would have said, if somebody asked me what my career was or what my job was, I would have said finances. That's it. I would have said, oh, I work in finance. Wouldn't explain what it was. Just say I work in finance. That's how you get away with doing crime. Not that I do any crime, but that's how you get away with, wire fraud and all that. Oh, I deal with finances. That's all you had to say. But you took us on this roller coaster saying that you was innocent, having lavish parties, buying all this designer stuff and all this other shit. But at the same time, you put your family at risk. We don't feel sorry for you. Why would we ever feel sorry for you, Jen? Let me read your first comment. The worst part is that what she put everyone through. Right, exactly. What she put everyone through. You put your whole family at risk. And then, just everything about it. And we still want to know who was on the other line. Remember, she was in the bus, right? She was on the bus, right? And she was all like, Coach Shah is in the hospital. I gotta go. Who was really on the phone though? Because that man wasn't in no hospital. Her husband was not in the hospital. She was trying to run from the law. What's up, Lolo? She was trying to run for the law. And they were all like, yo, Jen, they got us. They know we defrauding people. And so she bounced out of there because she didn't want to get arrested on camera. She knew everything. She knew everything. When you do dirt, it will catch up to you. It will catch up to you. Right, Shay? Unforgivable. Yep, another lie. When you do dirt, it will catch up with you. Believe it or not. I know some people don't believe that, oh, no, I can get away with this forever. But, a white collar crime is still a crime. You are a criminal. Go to jail, Jen. Go to jail. Now, we still ain't forgot about Erica, because I know people are comparing this to Erica Jane and her situation and stuff like that. Her case is not criminal. So that's what the difference is with her, and that's why she's not going to jail. However, I think people like this, like a Erica, like a Jen, should be kicked off the show. Now, I know Teresa is a criminal as well, too, but hers was more taxes. Now, we all have a little trouble paying our taxes sometimes, but I believe hers was taxes, right? I don't really watch the New Jersey show, but the reason why she went to jail was taxes. Can somebody confirm that for me in the chat? That's a little different. I don't think there was actually victims to her and her husband's crime, right? Or was there? Yeah. She signed her husband's stuff without reading. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was taxes. Okay, yeah, it was taxes. I believe, because I know some people are like, well, she should get kicked off too. But hers were more like taxes and stuff like that. So I think that kind of gives you a little pass. But when there's actually victims to your crime, I think it makes it a little better. Not better, different. That's what I meant to say. What did Wendy say? I got to go back to her comment. Yeah, it had to do with bankruptcy and stuff like that. Yeah. She most likely changed her mind. Yeah, I think she changed her mind, definitely. I think what she realized, and to add to that, Princess, I think what she realized was that this is a lose-lose case. Now, I did talk to my lawyer friend. I can't say who it is, but I did talk to my lawyer friend, and they did tell me that basically a lawyer cannot tell you you're going to lose. Now, they can ask you if you're guilty. Well, not guilty. They'll ask you, they'll ask you to tell the truth. And so they can better defend you and stuff like that. So what they probably did was like, yo, Jen, you need to back out of this. You need to hurry up and back out of this, because what's going to end up happening is that if we go to trial, you're going to end up serving more time. And this is a case that necessarily they can't tell you that you're going to lose, but they can say, this is the evidence that we have to defend you, versus what they're charging you with and what evidence the prosecutors have. So basically, excuse me. So basically, a lawyer gives you a choice. This is the evidence that we have. This is what we can prove. This is what the prosecutors have, and this is what they're saying. Because the prosecutors and the defendants, they all talk and stuff like that. They talk with the judge. They talk with each other. They see what's going on, what evidence each other has, and stuff like that. So they basically weighed her options. And I think at the last minute, she was like, damn, I can't win this shit. I can't win this. And that's why she changed her whole plea deal and everything. And that's why she pleaded guilty, and she changed it to guilty instead. You know, what's up, Shauna? Thank you for using Twitch. Shout out to all my Twitch users out there, and shout out to the Facebook family. So she had to change it because she was going to lose. Now, like I said, they can't say you're going to lose, but it was looking like she was going to lose. And so that's why she changed her plea deal. It was a lose-lose situation. She was never going to win that case. Never. I mean, let me ask y'all, did any of y'all think that she was actually innocent? Put a 1 in the chat if you thought she was innocent. Put a 2 in the chat, hail to the knob. You know? Right. I believe that too. Well, shit, not for a year. She knew she was defrauding people from the beginning. Yeah, not for a year. She knew what she was doing. She was defrauding people for years and years and years. Anytime, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Anytime somebody says, hey, I got some quick money that you can make, be worried, you know. Be kind of like, quick money. Okay, like, what do I exactly do? And if somebody comes to you with a quick money scheme, and they're like, okay, well, what you do is take this, and then you do this, and and it sounds complicated. They offer you quick money, but it sounds complicated. Back away from that shit. I promise you. AT2 get asked a whole bunch of crazy shit. But anytime anyone says something like, yo, you can make hella money, this is how you do it. Duh, and they talking hella fast, and they talking hella fast, and they talking in circles. That's a scheme. If I can't tell you directly, which Jen could not tell people exactly what she does, it's a scheme. You should be able to lay out a whole explanation, and not a long one, a whole explanation of what you do for a living. If you ask AT2 what he does for a living, I'm a social media influencer. I use YouTube, Instagram, boom. That's what I do. But if you got to talk in circles and talk fast to confuse people, it's a scam. Let's talk about it. It's a scam. I don't see any other way of putting it but a scam. There's no other way, no which way about it. It was all a scam. And this is why this lady deserves to send her ass in jail. Now, what her lawyers could have offered her was like, yo, since you're going to plead guilty, we can help you probably get probation. Now, do y'all think she's going to serve some jail time? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no. You think she's going to have like probation or some kind of lesser charge? Let's find out. Let's do a commercial, and we'll be right back, you guys. Which one do I want to do? Maybe this one.
Remix. Come on. I know you're not an avatar, but baby girl, you ugly, damn. I know you're not an avatar, but baby girl, you scaring me, Kiana. Yeah. Bust a Kiana. Yeah. Baby girl, you're kinda ugly. Yeah. Baby girl, you're related to Freddie. Yeah. Baby girl, you give me nightmares.
All right, I went ahead and dropped the link for you guys. Okay, I see a lot of ones in the chat. Yep, yep, one. Yep, this lady was definitely lying. Right. She did not. Oh, I want to, oh, the victims. No, she did not care. She did not care at all. All right, let me go ahead and add my guest up here. What's up, Casey? How you doing? Is everything all right?
Just short, 800 and some dollars. So whoever want to donate, my cash app is in the comment section. What I want to talk about is Orlando first.
Okay, go ahead. Sound off.
Yeah, he bent them over. Cause he's not the only one that's been saying stuff about Bow Wow. So yeah.
Well, I remember, how do I put this without being demonetized? I remember when I was a kid, there was a rumor that something happened to Bow Wow in a limo. Do you remember that?
I do, yep.
Yeah, so people always had that question. So, and it was all like, was that true? Was it not true? But like you said, there's been other allegations too about Bow Wow.
I mean, look at him and Omarion, but that ain't here or there. Um,
What you want to say about Wendy?
Wendy, she looks good, but yeah, nah, that dude, Big Willie, he using her.
Yeah,
Using her for
Big Willie
everything.
is
He's using her
using
for
her.
her snack cakes and everything.
Wait, what about her cakes?
Her snack cakes. He using her for that.
Right. I mean, there's no other way to. There's no other way to put it. I mean,
She get free fake jewelry and like somebody promoting her. That's it. Yeah. So
you don't think the jewelry real?
nah, that shit fake.
Not the fake jewelry. Oh no.
Not the jewelry, yep, the dollar store jewelry.
And what are your thoughts on Jen Shah?
Ugh, somebody need to drag her out back and beat the hell out of her. She's gonna look. She's gonna be under the jail by the time they get done with her.
Oh, you think? Well, because people don't play about kids and they don't play about old folks.
Yep. Nah. Somebody.
Now, I do want to be clear. Let's be clear. She did not harm anyone. It was financial. That's what she did.
But you know what? That's the thing where all the housewives they got the same thing. Teresa, Phaedra, Erica, Jen. It's the Real Housewives of fraud.
It's another thing too, because like you're showing all this lavish lifestyle and stuff like that, but we have questions like, how do you afford it? You're right about that.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Sheree too. So yeah.
But Sheree took forever for her house, though. I think she actually financed it. That's why it took so long.
But yeah, that's all I got to offer on my 2 cents.
But thank you for coming up, Casey. I appreciate you, and definitely prayers. Go ahead and put your Cash App in the chat too, by the way.
Definitely. All right, y'all.
Okay, you have a good one. Thank you for coming up. Definitely, we're praying for you. All right, next up, Sebastian. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing?
Hey, T2, how are you?
Doing good. Go ahead and start out with Orlando. Do you have thoughts about him?
No thoughts. I have no thoughts. I don't know why this is a new thing that's coming, that people are being shocked that a lot of these celebrities are being in this issue. So no thoughts on Orlando. I want to sound off on Jen.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Jen, you knew you were guilty from the start. You should have taken a deal from the jump. But that's not what you did. You wanted to play TV. You wanted to be on TV and be like, oh my God, I'm fighting this with my heart and soul. You wanted a moment. And look at you now. That moment probably will land you a good 10, 13 years in jail. And another issue is she could face 14 years just for that charge. She has other charges still. She has more charges.
Right. Isn't there a case in like Maryland or Baltimore or something like that? Like it's multiple different states, as I understand.
Yeah, because that's where most of the victims are. They're all over. They're scattered. So I can't do nothing for you. And also, yes, there is racism in this country. But Jen, you're the one who put your kids through that issue of being held at gunpoint. I'm sorry, but you did. You did,
Yeah.
Jen. You did. Because I do not think the FBI just comes to a random person's home and hold their kids at gunpoint because they're black. No, they won't. This is Salt Lake City. Calm down. You know they won't
I,
do that, Jen.
I was wondering what was it that made them come with guns ablazing? Like this shit has to be serious. You know what I mean?
They always do that. They always do that. And they probably feared that Jen is probably going to flee. Or probably got a tip that she was on the run and could flee. So they always raid people with guns. It's not just Jen that they do that to. I don't know if they did it to Stewart. That's another thing. I don't even think they got to Stewart's home. I think they got him on the street.
Yeah, or I thought Stewart, like her assistant or whatever, or the guy, her partner, I thought that he turned himself in. But I think now that I remember, I think they did get him off the street.
So he probably was never raided.
Yeah, yeah.
And for Wendy, I hope she does get better. She does look better in that. Maybe she's not taking sip anymore. But those little you don't see her tremors, like her little self is shaking and stuff.
Hmm.
Those are all like from the thyroid, the hyperthyroidism, like those little shaking stuff. So if she does abstain from the alcohol and make sure she's taking her medication, maybe Will is doing that. Maybe he is making sure she's taking her medication, which is a good thing. And he probably is watching this channel, by the way, because you told him to give us daily updates, and that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's giving us daily updates. So
Right, he watching. He definitely watching. Will is watching.
and
So
when
don't ever say nobody watches AT2. Will is watching.
Will is watching, he's very much watching.
But is she ready for a podcast, Sebastian?
The thing is, I don't think the podcast is going to launch that soon. I think it's probably going to launch later this year, or probably early in the next year, which wouldn't be a problem. The main issue that is probably, as Kevin said, oh, sorry, my notifications went on. The main
Oh,
issue
you're fine.
that Kevin said is probably is the alcoholism. If she does do the podcast, I do think she probably will abstain from the alcohol. So we'll
Right.
see. We just have to watch and see. Oh, another thing.
Go
You
ahead.
know why I don't think Bravo's gonna fire Jen yet? They're gonna wait till she goes to jail to fire her. They are not gonna fire her yet because they need that storyline moments. That's what they need.
Right. And you know what I was also thinking too? I wouldn't be surprised if Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiering in August. Do you think they're gonna push it up?
No, because the main reason why they started season 3 filming is, remind you, the initial trial date was in March. Then it got pushed to July.
Right.
So they're probably gonna restart again. So we're not probably gonna see Salt Lake till like late December, maybe late October,
Ooh.
December.
I didn't think about that. That could be possible. I went ahead and shared the interview with Kevin Hunter. That's the link right there. If you guys wanted to check that interview out too as well. But yeah, I definitely I hear what you're saying. Yeah, we're probably not gonna get that until later. Okay, I can see it. I just thought like maybe they'll do like a little like this is what I think. They're gonna premiere it. Wait, what you say?
A jail special.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, but I feel like they're gonna say first half of season 3, right? And then they're gonna wait until December for season 3.5 and add that in there, and then they're gonna throw in Mary Cosby. Fingers crossed.
The issue is, I don't think that's the main issues. Like the show is gonna die. Mary's not there. Jen's not there. And it's gonna be on Peacock, or it's probably gonna be like Miami, go on hiatus for a while.
Oh, or what's the city? Dallas?
Dallas went on hiatus. Well, Dallas is never coming back.
I think they can. Yeah, they out of here. Yeah, so you never really know. But thank you, Sebastian, for coming on. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, let me go ahead and add in Toria. Krista Marie, something's wrong with your internet. Your internet is not working. What's up, Toria? How you doing?
The scoop. Andy Cohen.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Because I know you said something about Andy.
Yeah, he released a statement on his podcast, and he said, "I was so shocked. she just sent me a gift for my 2-month-old baby 2 days ago. And I said that was so sweet of her with everything she has going on. I was shocked she changed her plea. Oh no, I don't know what's going to happen. But the fans, they want her gone, but it doesn't work like that. It's business. He's full of shit. He ain't going to do nothing. He thinks she's still innocent. He was like she had to change her plea.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
I
No, she's
told
a
you
criminal.
Andy Cohen is a fake bitch, and I have said it for years. That's how I end up first ever doing a StreamYard with Sherelle and them. I told them I used to call in all the time
I'm gonna add Sebastian back too.
to
Go
that
ahead, Toya, finish out.
watch what happens live. I used to call in that show all the time, but people thought that I was calling in. It wasn't like that at all. I would answer a question on Facebook. They will
Mhm.
call me at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and tell me to go in a quiet place in my house, preferably the bathroom. This is
Mm.
what they would tell you. They would not let you ask the question that you asked on Facebook that you wanted to know of the guests. When they would call you, they would tell you, 2 o'clock, we're going to call you back by 3 and be ready. Go in a quiet place, preferably your bathroom. I did. Then, when the man calls you back, he says, look, this is the question you have to ask. This is what Andy wants to know. And it'd be something really shady and bogus that you wouldn't even try to ask.
Yeah. Oh,
And
hell nah.
and then they would say, okay, you're live. No, they were taping at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, pissy drunk. And then Andy would say, hey, Toria, how's it going, Toria? Ask your question, love. It wasn't my question, you dirty bitch. It was yours. I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to, they really are so full of it over there.
Right.
I
They
even had nerve to tape it. I had nerve to tape it. I'm like, oh my God. In the beginning, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting on this show. No, it's full of shit. And when I called them out on their BS, they wouldn't let me go on there no more.
Wow. Right, Wendy, exclusive.
So
Sebastian, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's true. I think it's 100% true.
I
I
mean,
would I would
th-
not lie. I have no reason to lie. What do I have to gain by lying? That's one thing. Talk too damn much to tell a lie because I wouldn't be able to remember what the hell I said.
and you know what, too? Sometimes they pre-record those shows like days in advance, but a viewer probably
Yes.
hasn't even seen the show, so that makes sense why they would call you and be like, "Hey, can you da 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 da?" Because they don't always do it the day of. Sometimes they do it in advance, you know. So you're right about that, Toria. Like I can see why they would call you and be like, "Well, this is what we're gonna ask, have you ask instead," because they want to try to it's TV, so they got to do TV magic and shit like that. But if you can't ask the question that you want, then they might as well just have like their family member call in and just, why would you have the fans call in and try to do all that shit when you're gonna have them ask the question that you want to ask? Or you might as well just have Andy read the damn card himself and ask the question.
That's what I'm saying. They've been doing it like ever since his show first started. They've been doing this for so long. Now, I had a really good question I wanted to ask Willie Geist. You know who that is?
Willie Geist. Not off the top of my head. Sebastian,
He
do you know
was
who that is?
he's a reporter. He's a host on MSNBC and he works for NBC Universal. He's always on that show with Andy. His
Oh,
name is
yes. I just pulled him up. I got his picture. Yeah, I know who he
Mhm.
is.
Okay, I had a really good question to ask him. It was pertaining to something that he had done that was, really good for his community and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I had wanted some more information about it because of the fact that I do so much for the community. So I wanted to know how he got involved with that. No, stupid ass fucking Andy wanted to know who he was going to vote for, Hillary Clinton or Trump. I mean, Hillary Clinton or Obama. I'm sorry, it was Hillary Clinton or Obama. And I'm like, I didn't want to know that. I wanted to know about his organization, and that's what did it. I went
Yeah.
along with it the first couple times, but then that last time, I'm like, this was really something good that this man done, and I wanted to find out if. And I ended up DMing him later on and told him, I'm sorry, that was not what I wanted to ask you, and this is what I really truly wanted to ask you. And it took
He,
about 2 weeks, but he got back to me and
oh, he
he
did. Okay,
told
I was
me.
just gonna ask if he
Yeah.
get back to you.
It
Okay.
took like 2 weeks though, but he finally, was kind enough to get back to me and told me he was sorry about I couldn't ask what I wanted to. He said, it's for the show. No, he was like, I hope you call back in again. I was never calling back into to that show. Because it wasn't like, he used to say, call in the numbers, flashing on the screen now. You never got to call that number. If you called it, it would just ring and ring and ring. And then sometimes
Right.
you would get put off to, it would say, like you reach Bravo offices and blase, blase, leave a message if you
Yeah.
know your
And it's
party's
not live,
extension.
so how do you actually call in? You got to call beforehand.
No, they call you. You got to leave they'll put the question on the guest on Facebook and they'll say, like, Bethany Frankel's going to be on tomorrow night.
Uh-huh.
Send your questions in, or they'll put that on Twitter. Bethany Franklin, it'll be on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Bethany Franklin's going to be on tomorrow night. Have any questions? Put your question here. And if it was a really good question, they would answer you by message, via messenger on Facebook.
Right.
And I don't know how they did it on Twitter and Instagram. I guess DM'd you and ask for your phone number, and they call you. You don't call them; they call you, and they tell you to be prepared. A certain time, they'll be calling you. Be prepared.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. But Toria, give us your thoughts on Jen Shah in general.
Well, Jen needs to rot in hell in jail for everything she did. I think she should lose all them pocketbooks, all that jewelry, all them clothes, all them shoes. I think her husband should be charged because he's just as damn guilty. Let me tell you something,
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
everybody.
Do you think he knew?
Let me tell you something. I've been with my man 37 years, and every dollar that I bring in the household or he brings in the household, we know where it came from. You ain't going to tell me this man, she didn't go to him and say, I'm starting a business. And then all of a sudden, she's bringing in $500,000 pocketbooks, $300,000 pocketbooks, $5,000 pair of shoes, $10,000 pair of shoes. She's throwing birthday parties that's costing $100,000 to $200,000 for other people that's not family members for TV. You mean to tell me he never asked that woman, what are you doing? How are you getting this amount of money? You're taking care of your cousins, you're this person and that person. We're paying this exorbitant amount of rent. Mind you, her jackass should have put a college fund away for her kids and bought a home in somebody else's name. She was a dumb criminal too. But he knew. And I feel he should be held responsible because he reaped the benefits of everything that every dollar that came in that household, he reaped some of them benefits. Now the
Do you think
children
he
is a
got a little bit
different.
of that money in his bank account?
I wouldn't be surprised. And let me tell you something. He's gonna lose his job because coaches have a moral clause in their contracts. and that university is not going to want to be associated with him. The people are not going to want him coaching her children when his wife is this criminal that defrauded elderly people. She targeted the elderly. Why? That is a specific demographic to go after, the elderly.
The most vulnerable
Hmm.
demographic.
Yes. Yep. And we need to stand up to Bravo and stop letting Bravo put these bitches on a show that are criminals, that are stealing from people like Erica, like Jen Shah, and these racist, dirty Diana bitches. We gotta stand up to Bravo and stop watching their damn shows. And hopefully Carlos King is gonna end up taking over all the housewives, and he's gonna do it better than Andy ever done it. Cause I done had it with his little racist white ass. He can keep his little ass right in New York up under Anderson Cooper, which is up under him all the time. And I ain't buying for 1 second they're just good friends. Because every time Andy gets a man, Anderson gets a man, neither one of them keep them and they back on vacation again. Yeah, right. Butt buddies. That's what they are. And
Well,
I'm sick of
this
both of them.
this has been interesting. But no, thank you, Toria. No, I mean, well, that was a lot, but damn, I mean, I can't disagree.
Don't you do you think her husband knew? Do you, Sebastian? Do you think AT2? Do you both think that he knew?
I'll let Sebastian answer it.
Of course, I do think that he knew. He knew much very well. Why? How is your wife driving Bentleys? How is your wife driving new cars almost every week? Have a whole team of assistants. When I mean assistants, that was like a whole like what 6, 7 of them.
Glam all the
Right.
time.
A glam squad.
Making these fancy dresses. You know, people. I'm tired of people trying to fool us, because if it wasn't for us, the viewers, these bitches wouldn't be on TV. And I'm tired of them playing with us. I'm tired of Bravo playing with us and Andy playing with us. You gotta check these women out. Make sure they got money. Make sure where they're getting their money from.
But
And
I think one thing is that they actually seek out these women. I think that's another thing too. Like they know it's a little shady, a little funny.
They send in tapes. They send them what do you call it?
The audition tapes and stuff.
Yeah, audition tapes.
They do send out audition tapes, but they know, like, hey, well, what are you kind of doing? You know, when they asked her what she did and she was talking in circles and shit like that, y'all didn't think like, maybe this sounds a little funny. Like, I feel like Bravo be knowing a lot of these things and they want to pretend like they don't. But I'm going to go ahead and add in my next two guests. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Toria, for coming on. I love y'all both.
I just want to say one thing.
Oh, go ahead.
She should have said she was a housewife. She should have said she is a housewife, a complete housewife. But instead, she was like, oh, no, I work for a marketing firm. Yeah.
This is why her ass going to end up in jail.
I forgot about that. And she had a marketing degree, which she could have made a very lucrative salary off that and could have lived not quite as much of a lifestyle as she was, but she could have lived a nice lifestyle.
She wanted the quick money. That's what she wanted, y'all. She wanted the quick money. Anytime somebody tell you, oh, you can get this money quick, you know, she was all like, she was with it. She knew exactly everything she was doing.
She needs to let him go. She needs to let him go. Once she hears how many days she's going to be sentenced, they need to file for a divorce immediately. He needs to leave Utah. He needs to move somewhere.
Well, I think leave the country would probably be better. But let me go ahead and add on my next guest, you guys. Have a good one.
Let me tell you one quick thing. The next scandal
the next scandal. Watch what I tell you. Now watch for this, because it's going to happen. Kyle's husband, Mauricio, is going to be in trouble next for all his scamming real estate deals, because he's got 100,000 lawsuits against him.
Ooh.
And watch else, PK and Dorit, they're going to be busted for insurance fraud. Now watch what I tell you.
Bye, Toria. Bye.
Love you.
I love you. Okay, let me go ahead and add in Chris Marie and Buzz. Krista, I think that's your internet. Okay, let me go ahead and drop her. I think her internet went out. Buzz, go ahead and sound off. Buzz, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I was saying we all know that Jen Shah's husband knew. Let's just be real. That's just like Phaedra not knowing what Apollo was doing. You know what your mate be doing. So he needs to stop acting oblivious.
Right.
Orlando Brown, everybody think Orlando Brown kind of, off, but he's telling, you know what I'm saying? He's probably like the Hollywood whisperer. I'm not saying
Where my
everything he's
chips
saying
at?
is true. Huh?
I said, where my chips at, damn it? Keep going.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. But I'm just saying, everything don't necessarily, I'm not saying that everything is true, but some of it is based in truth. Put it that way. I'm just saying, just think about it. Think about how when all this stuff come to pass, some of it be based in truth. I'm not saying that he's just telling everything verbatim is the truth. No. But I do believe that he, as a young boy, has sexual encounters with men in the industry. He keeps saying it too much, but just to be a lie. Whether the people are the truth, I'm not sure about all that. I'm not gonna put that on there. But allegedly, he keeps saying this. So I do think he had some type of situation with who? I'm not sure.
Deb said he's the kitty whisperer.
What you say?
He's the Deb said he's the kitty whisperer. The comment on the screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. He's the kitty whisperer. I'm telling you, he's telling all the childhood stars' secrets. I'm actually here for it. I'm here for it.
Go ahead and say the word one time, because I think we're far into the show. So this video still should be monetized.
Okay.
Do you think Bow Wow has good pussy?
Oh, my life. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting that.
He said Bow Wow got
I know,
good.
He did. He said it. That's just, how do you answer that? I don't know.
Deb, we want to know what you think. Do you think?
Yeah. Let's put that in the chat. Let me stop.
Let's ask the chat. Put a one in the others.
Right. Put a one in the chat. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's go on the docket real quick while I'm on lunch.
Oh, okay.
I said, who else is on the docket?
Wendy. Do you think that do you think she's ready for a podcast, or is her behavior too wacky?
She's not ready. What I want them to do is, please, if somebody could just listen to me. I like that they got on social media. I like that they're more consistent. It looks like when her family tried to do it, they weren't really consistent with it. But at least with him, he's more consistent. He needs to take his time, just have her post, consistently enough to keep her out there. And then when she's ready, y'all can do it. There's no rush. It's almost seeming like it's a rush thing, and there's no rush. She's Wendy freaking Williams. And as long as she don't even have to do a post like every day. Like, even if it's a once a week post on her Instagram, that's enough to know that, hey, I'm out here, I'm alive, and let her get herself together. She is not ready.
Right. I agree with you. Buzz, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, because I know you still be at work and stuff like that.
Okay. But
Thank you so much for coming on. But yeah, you're right. Wendy ain't ready yet. She ain't ready.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you later. All right. Now we're going to finish up with Chris Marie. Is your internet good?
Sorry, I was in the pool. All right, hold on. Put my towel on. All right.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I was running the house.
Go ahead, so you can get back in the pool.
Listen, that girl did not just wake up and have a moral compass all of a sudden and decide that she is not, or she is guilty. Something spooked her. I swear to God, I believe, and this is just my opinion, that something made her think that 14 years in prison is safer than being out on the street. Think about it. She had money hidden everywhere. She had bank accounts everywhere. She didn't just wake up all of a sudden and decide that she wasn't guilty. She has been pleading everything, not guilty, everything that she done.
Right.
Money from her mom, all that crap. So
her mom retirement money.
Yes. And knowing she was going to be found probably guilty, most likely she was going to be found guilty. So something spooked her all of a sudden. And I was saying at the last minute, she's going to, there's no way that she was going to walk in that courtroom and call them all liars. You're going to sit there and call the court liars. You're going to call the prosecutor, all the people, all the FBI, all those 3-letter agencies, they're all liars, and you're the only one that's telling the truth. That's not feasible. So now I think she's eating cheese. Think about it. At the last minute, she must have snitched on somebody really scary, and they're not going to stop it. This is just my opinion, everybody. You don't have to, But when I'm reading that she had bank accounts in Kosovo, they're scary people.
Like, and she's not even her and the Stewart dude. They're not the main guy. The main guy is overseas somewhere.
Yes, and
that's what they're trying to get.
And you think that she didn't just? Come on. I really believe that's what happened. And that puts her whole family at risk. Look at the Mexican cartel. They just got ordered by the government, which I think is ridiculous, to pay over $40 billion to a family. They shot an SUV up and then set it on fire with 3 kids and the family in it. So do you really think they're just going to stop at her if she did something like that? The whole family went down. And you think Kosovo, this is just my opinion, but you don't just wake up all of a sudden and go, oh, yeah, me, Jen Shah, guilty, yes, me over here, screaming, running to the courts, I'm guilty, yes, me. When you sat there and said, I'm not guilty, you just picked me out of the hat. You picked the brown girl. You did this, did that to her children. When she said that she hates the way that they exploited her children, you did, Jen Shah. I feel really bad for her just because.
I feel bad for the kids, the family. And
the kids, because she really didn't in her brain believe that she was doing something wrong. She really believed that she wasn't guilty. I believe that in my brain. She thought that
she believed herself that she wasn't human?
Absolutely. Remember how she was so in denial? Every time she would get in a fight with somebody, it was not her fault. Every single time. That girl has no accountability in her. She blames everybody. So you don't just wake up and go, yay, me over here, Jen Shah guilty, when you've been Shah not guilty, Shah amazing for 2 years now. And you knew you were going down. So it's sad because look at 14 years is a long time. It's no less than 11, no more than 30. That is a long time. Bravo's not going to follow her. We didn't invest in her. We invested in Erica. We invested in Teresa. So we have reason to keep watching them. This chick never gave us a chance to like her. She's an asshole.
But if Teresa was going to jail for 14 years, I don't think they would have waited for her like that.
Brothers would be here in 14 years. Maybe, but I don't understand. But it's over. At this point, it's over. She's going to prison. Why are we even bothering? I feel bad for her family. I feel bad for Coach. I don't think Coach knew everything. I don't.
Oh, there we go. We got a different opinion.
Think about it, because you would have to believe that 2 people, 2 parents of a family were that corrupted to put their entire family and life at risk. You really think that 2 parents would do that? Think about it.
Do you think she protected Coach?
No, I don't know. I think she told him nothing. I think that he was away for so long, all these whatever he was, a coordinator Shah. I think that she was spending money. He made $300,000. Think about the $50,000 she just spent on a party. That's he would have to be home and know that there's not enough money. I think he thought she made the money. I think that she went to him. I'm sorry. I swear. I didn't know what I was doing. It's a bad business practice. I was just doing something with the leads. I promise, honey.
I would have pleaded insanity.
But think about being somebody's wife, right? Or somebody's husband, and you realize that your partner did that. Think about how devastated he's going to be. He just lost his wife, who he didn't think that. I don't know. I don't think he knew.
Oh, he turned a blind eye. That could be.
You would have to believe that he was going to put his family at risk like she was. I don't think so. I don't. And he was trying to divorce her. So he was trying to divorce her 6 months prior to us filming. And the lady the aunt with no legs, she robbed her too. So when he found out that the aunt got robbed in this whole thing, I think he was going to leave, but he was doing the right thing by he didn't say anything. So I think he's devastated and just being a good husband by standing by her, knowing that she's going away, and he doesn't have to deal with her after this. He has to deal with his family and his kids. He needs to focus on his kids because they have dead eyes when they look at her. When she was upset about what they did, we're upset about what they did with the AKs. Whatever, girl, you did this.
Shauna said that he was too busy with his other family. That's why he did that.
And then she goes and goes. So they all leave her. Then she goes and gets another family. She goes and buys a new family. She went and got these cousins and stuff that she ignored for 6 months. They were calling her for like 6 months when she was on the show. She ignored them. The second that's when she went and got them. She said it in a confessional. It's like she went out and bought a whole new family when they left her. Like, it's insanity. I couldn't even believe that she was going to walk into a courtroom. Listen, I was in the same courtroom with the same judge, with the same white-collar crime. I was a co-defendant with my dad. That judge does not play. You don't make a mockery of Judge Stein's court, and that's what she did.
Oh, so you know Judge Stein?
Yes, that whole entire court system. You don't play with them. That 2% is just mistrial. That is not like trials that they are not
right.
So those 3-letter agencies were there because of Kosovo. She had money everywhere. That judge warned her. Judge saying, you don't play. You don't make a mockery. That's the one thing he always says. Do not make a mockery of my courtroom and my rulings. And that's exactly what she did. That's why Stewart said, yes, I'm guilty. He didn't play when he got caught. He wasn't playing. He has so much on him that he was going to put her away. Like, he's got everything. They have recordings. There's no way. Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be light on the sentencing?
No, she made a mockery of his court, and she only came correct now because something spooked her. This judge is not stupid. Okay, he's not gonna walk in there and let her call them all lies. Actually, she probably would, and then she's going to use all the filming and everything against her. That's just all that judge is doing is sit back and take the notes. The prosecutor are taking this. They don't have to. They can say that they don't use that information or the stuff on the show. Of course, they have it in the back of their heads when they make their decisions. Are you kidding me, asshole? That's why they tell her stay off of social media. She spent a lot of money on a defense that she's not even using. So you need your money back, girlfriend, because somebody was lying to you this whole time, telling you that you should. I don't think anybody was telling her to do it.
You think they probably told her like, oh, we can, we don't.
No. I think that they told her that you cannot win this. That the grand jury's already indicted you. You cannot win. So listen, and I think she said, I don't care about a trial. So they did the best they could by just letting her go to trial. That's a fact. That is just paper right there. That is literally just like, you have to. If she wants to not be able to, you got to take her to trial. There's no way around it. You can't defend somebody, but she's indefensible. Think about it. She's indefensible. She's going to say the brown girl. That defense is stupid. You think you're going to waste all that money and time and resources on watching you on something that's not, they picked you out of the hat, girlfriend.
Right. Because this has been going on for 12 years or something like that, right? Yeah, 12 years. They
had to put a whole new tier on top of the tier they had of her crime because she did so much. Yes, they created a whole new tier system just for her and Stewart because of the amount of crime that she's committed and amount of money she's stolen. I swear to God, I was sitting back going crazy in my peer reports on how the hell is she going to get out of it? Why is she telling everybody she's not guilty? And how is her husband, a attorney? I don't know, for a long time. If he knew she was doing something, I promise you he would have done something. I swear, I believe it. You can't believe that 2 parents would do that to their kids. That's an people just like her. What are the chances of that?
So I think Coach Shaw might be innocent in this.
I'm telling you, I believe that he was just sticking by his wife. I don't think he said nothing. I think he said nothing, and he whether he knew or not, he's not going to run it. He's not going to say anything. He knows that they don't need him to find her guilty. His out is her going away, and that's really sad, but that's the truth. He's not going to stay with her. He's going to divorce her. He tried to divorce her once. Well, think about it. Where's the Uber guy? Where's the Uber driver?
Oh, yeah, the Uber. The girls are
all this crap that he hears. You really think that sticks on him? That's devastating. You know what I mean? That's really devastating. You know, like it's crazy. Like you don't just wake up and have a moral compass. I'm sorry. I walked into that when they got me. They raided mine. They got me, and I was shook. There's no way I was saying I was not guilty. I was like, this girl's got some balls, man. Because when you have them sit around you and you know you're guilty and you know you're caught, how the hell are you going to sit there and say I didn't do it? It's hard. You think in your head that you can do that, but once you're in front of those people, I was like, I gotta be in that courtroom and see how she does this. And I was like, I swear at the last minute something's going to happen because she's got bigger balls to call them all liars. Right. The balls she has now is because she's scared. I swear something spooked her. Something spooked her. I think at the last minute she ratted on whoever. I don't even know if that's the thing. Like, I don't know, but like whoever she was hiding money, they're asking her questions. Like, look, you want 7 years? Tell me this, tell me that. And I think she spooked at the last minute and she thinks that prison's going to keep her safe. She doesn't realize that they'll go after her family. This is a fucked up situation for her. Right.
And you know what? I was trying to think like, okay, so does who even have the 6 million and then 9 million?
No. But she rented everything so they could never take anything from her.
But if she was scamming like that, maybe she does have a few, maybe not all the millions, but I mean, maybe she has a few.
Well, listen, they're gonna. Where at? She had to get her mom. Where at?
She's gonna have to do OnlyFans.
She's gonna tell her. Yes. No, that's Erica. Erica's got to do OnlyFans. Erica's talentless. Erica's got to get back on her damn knees. Think about it. What was her talent?
Her net worth is $3 million. Okay, got it. Thank you, Sebastian.
Okay, well, she gets paid from Bravo. They're going to take her money because she's ordered to pay that money.
Yeah, I heard they only get $100,000 on the Salt Lake City one. So
yeah, like that's. I mean, we didn't have like I said, we had no time to invest in her before she messed us up. Literally, it's like we don't trust her. We're never going to hand her the gun to shoot us with again. Just like Erica, like we trusted Erica. So why bring them back? Like we're done now. Heather is going to be right there for coach. Oh, honestly, I want Coach to find a nice. I mean, honestly, there was glimpses of Jen Shah on that reunion that you can see why he fell in love with her when she wasn't being amazing, and it's really sad to see because you know that he did really love her. It was 25 years of his life.
I think he's a good guy. Like besides, I do think that he's a good guy.
Now, like all his pep talks are going to be like when she calls from prison. Yeah, like what was his pep talks? Like you could do it. Come on 13 more years. Like that's going to be his pep talks. It's insane. It's insanity. I feel bad for making fun of her, but like you tried, but Krista's not stupid. I committed a crime and I was like, nope, guilty me. I did it. Yes, we did it.
Right. Did he give you a lighter sentence for admitting it, or did he still throw the book at you without giving too much of your personal?
Yeah. I think that I think neither. I think it was neutral. I think because we were just
neutral. Okay.
We weren't making waves or nothing. It was bad, and yeah, it was bad. But
okay, so he didn't throw the book at you.
I just got caught up in something that because I worked for him, but. I don't.
Right. Yeah. So you think that he's not going to go easy on her because he tried it?
I stole from the government. I stole from people. So not that makes it any better, but just no, I don't have any victims out there.
Right. And like I was saying, the government is a lot different.
This is crazy. When you go to the grand jury and you present all that evidence and then they come and get you, you're guilty, hon. Like that's 98%. Guilt, like they have a conviction rate of 98%. That 2% is just when they don't go back to trial. Like you don't just wake up with a moral compass, girlfriend, and say, I'm guilty, me, Jen Shah, over here. This one, I'm over here, I'm guilty. Hi, me over here, Jen Shah. Like, come get me. No, not when you're like, oh, you're all liars. You picked the brown girl. I swear to you, I swear to everybody, I am innocent. You guys need to stand behind me. This happens all the time in this country. I need Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Out of your damn mind. We're not.
She played us. She really, well, she didn't play us. She played herself and her family because we all knew she was guilty,
Yes, I'm glad that you did this because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do one about this, but I wanted to just because my whole point is don't give her a little bit of credit, but you don't think she didn't just wake up and all of a sudden say, oh, I'm going to be a good person and decide that I'm going to tell the truth. Like, no, something made her decide that's going to be safer because she doesn't care about, she really thinks that like we would believe, she says she's not guilty. We all believe it. So now she's got this on her. Like think about what she's going through too right now. Which she's facing. And her family, I feel bad, but if I'm right, just say I'm right. Just hypothetically speaking, I'm right. They're going to go after her and her family. It doesn't matter. Prison's not going to keep you. You know that. We watch TV. That shit's for real. I'm like, listen, the Mexican cartel's got to pay billions of dollars to a family.
Right.
So
That
she
is
was doing shit
crazy.
that was crazy, and she got poor Stubert Chains, like, oh, poor Stubert Chains, like, he has a whole family and shit, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll take care of you, you're my best friend, I love you, I'll take care of you forever. Yeah, here, do this, open this account, and he's like, sure. He was like,
anytime a scheme seems too difficult or too hard or it's complicated, it's not good for you. If you can't explain something, that it's not, like, people, be careful with that, with those, especially any kind of pyramid scheme, be careful with that. But if you are the one organizing the pyramid scheme and the crime,
don't go on camera.
It's gonna
Don't go
come
on
to you.
TV. Do not
But
go on TV.
thank you, Krista, for coming on. I do appreciate you. Oh, and I guess it's hot where you are because you all in the pool.
I was in the
like
pool. I tried in the pool. The phone wouldn't work. Then I got out of the pool. That wouldn't work. Then I run in here. But yes, thank you for doing this.
It's overcast out here, so
yes, 95. So.
Oh yeah, it's warm, definitely. But
I
thank you for
guys.
coming on. I love you. Thank you. And make sure you guys follow her channel too, Real Tea with Krista Marie. You're welcome. All right, guys, we have came to the end of our show. It was a good show, so I went after. You know, I only like to do an hour, but, you know, it was a good show. So we went an hour and 20 minutes today. But I want to say thank you to Chris Marie, Sebastian, Toria, Casey, definitely prayers for Casey. Thank you, everybody who came on today. Thank you for the chat. If you got... Never mind. No, I was going to say, if you got good kitty cat, say, real. If you didn't learn anything else from today. But shout out to all my guests. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody for supporting and rocking with me and loving the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, also, I want to say, oh shit, I bit my tree. From them hot Cheetos. Also, I want to say, make sure you guys hit that notification bell and click all, because I've been getting more subscribers, but people are not clicking that notification bell and clicking all and making sure they get all my notifications. But thank you. She said, amen. Y'all crazy just like me. That's why I love y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for checking out the show. I appreciate y'all. I have the merchandise pinned up at the top so you can get your Let's Be Clear merchandise. We got Kneva merchandise. We got Cooter Brown merchandise. And of course, we got AT Tubers and AT2 Entertainment merchandise as well, too. I love every single one of y'all. Deuces. Thank y'all. We out.